Happy St. Patty's! I'm Miss Leah and welcome back to another BGC from home video and activity. So excited to have you guys. We are kicking off and celebrating St. Patrick's Day, doing all kinds of fun activities. And today we are going to be doing a STEM-based activity. The name is Rainbow Ring. Think about it. All right, let's get to business, shall we? Can't pinch me. I got my green. I'm good. Okay, you got it? All right, so we're gonna do the rainbow ring, which involves, let's go over our supplies. Skittles, right? Skittles, warm water, and then we have a fun worksheet that's gonna go along with it as well. And then you're gonna need some markers. And it's okay if you don't have this exact worksheet. You can get a piece of paper and some markers and follow along with this, okay? What we're gonna do is we're gonna create sort of like some abstract art with our rainbow ring and the warm water, and I'll explain in a minute. But first, before we begin this experiment, we have to ask ourselves a question. So we're gonna look at how many Skittles we have. How many Skittles are we using for today's activity? That is the first question, okay? And again, if you don't have a worksheet, just get a piece of paper and write that down. How many Skittles do we have? So let's take a minute and count our Skittles. Well, first, let me move this water, you guys. So what you're gonna wanna do is how to make a design. So you can make a circle, you can make a little mini circle, whatever shape you wanna make it on your paper plate, okay? And once you do that, once you make your shape, as you can see, I made one big circle, and in the middle, I made a mini circle. And you can do any color pattern you want with the Skittles. So for the bigger ring, I did all the colors of the Skittles, right? So I did all of them, just assorted, no particular order. Then in this second smaller ring, I did just red and yellow, which are my favorite Skittles. So I put those in the middle, okay? And keep in mind, this is going to create a abstract art type of feel. So once you get it all on display, laid out how you want, then I want you to count how many you have, and I want you to write that down. So let's take a moment just to count our Skittles. All right, so we just wrote down how many Skittles we have. I have 61. Okay, here we go. For our prediction, our hypothesis, what do we think is going to happen when we add warm water to our Skittles? What do we think is going to happen when we add warm water to our Skittles? Do we think anything's going to happen? Do we think that the water will just stay in place and it'll kind of be like a swimming pool with just Skittles around it? Or do we think all these colors will start to run off? What do we think? Take a moment, if you have a friend doing this with you, and kind of discuss, and then we're going to write down our hypothesis or prediction, which is a hypothesis. So, all right, what do we think will happen? You guys, that was so cool. That was so neat. It made the coolest patterns. So it did in fact melt away, but it combined with all of the colors and blended into these really cool like colored designs, very abstract art feeling. And I think that what topped it off was me putting the different color pattern in the middle, and that blended in with what we already had going on. That was really cool. It was like looking through what were those things called when we were kids that we looked through? You could see the different shapes. What do we know? Do we know, guys? Producers. Oh man. Okay, we'll come back to that. All right, so now that we saw what happened, let's write down what actually happened. Okay, so I'm gonna write mine down. So my prediction was I thought the colors would melt away. What actually happened? The colors did melt away, but it blended to create these really cool patterns and designs. So I'm gonna write. All right, you guys, that is a wrap on today's activity. That was super fun. It wasn't too long, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. Hold on to your sheet, and maybe when mom and dad come home, or if you're at the club, do this with some friends. This is a really fun one. I know I enjoyed it. I'm out of here. Happy St. Patty's, you guys. And until next time, just remember, great futures start